Which one, old man, that ain't got time to shake your head? Get that snatching, put it in pockets like it's that. Going downtown.
I distinctly remember saying, stop the bus. Yes, stop the bus. Not shoot the bus. I'm very particular with my words. Stop. Shoot. Stop. Shoot. Do those words sound the same?
That it got out of control.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
It got out of control.
Got out of control. I hate when things get out of control. Oh! One fucking job, but you couldn't fucking do that!
I am back on my reviewing. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I do, though, love a good open world shooter. And for me, Far Cry 3 surpassed any expectations I had for it. And then I was like, here comes Far Cry 4. And it's bigger, more colorful, more content, and this world is going to be so fun to explore. And this time you're not just like this bratty college dude lost on an island. You belong here. It's your destiny. AJ, the main character, must overcome his fears and become the leader that his father wanted him to become. Hunting, killing, sneaking, it's all back. But is Far Cry 4 worth the admission to get back into this world? We're gonna find out.
This will soon be behind us, and we'll be off on a grand adventure. Because I have cleared my calendar for you. You and I are gonna tear shit up!
Should I stay or should I go?
Which one, old man, that ain't got time to shake your head? Get that snatching, put it in pockets like it's that. Going downtown.
Hunting. I despise hunting in just about any game that offers it. It's rarely ever fun. It's actually more annoying than anything, and the animal AI is either bullshit or brain dead. Far Cry 3 handled it pretty well, but Far Cry 4 gives you much more tools at your disposal and makes hunting not only fun, but far quicker and less annoying. Going after any beast, whether it's a tiger or a rhino, will offer a decent challenge, and it's fun times to be had. Thumbs up. The guns all have their own feel to them, and upgrading them and using certain scopes and even designing them kind of lets you play the way you want. Another great thing, as a huge fan of the bow, this is singly my most used weapon in the entire game, have nothing but praise to say for the feel of almost just about any weapon in this title. Now, another positive is the side missions. They offer tons of hour of playability. The best part about Far Cry 4 is the massive amount of stuff to do, from missions to kill certain enemies in certain fashions, to taking over bases, to climbing towers. No matter what you choose to do, it's almost always fun and offers a unique experience that only Far Cry, or Far Cry 3 and 4 anyway, can deliver.
Whoever did it is gone. For country! Got him! I got him! There he goes again!
Atmosphere. If Far Cry 3 did it well, Far Cry 4 basically mastered what it's going for. The jungle is massive and it's fun to explore and hunt in. The amount of places you go, including the snowy areas, is nice, and venturing all around this map is just something to smile about. One of the only titles I actually just take my time exploring and loving every moment of it. The bad. Woo, here we go. The main missions aren't well constructed, which really surprised me. Never once did I get annoyed at any of the missions in the last title. This one offers tons of frustration at points because of how on rails a lot of these missions are and how easy it is to fail them if you're seen or not doing it a certain way. Not only does that take away from the freedom portion of the game, but it's downright annoying. The story itself is getting a lot of attention as well. A lot of people are saying it's offensive. For me, the most offensive part of this story is how utterly boring it is. The side missions for people offer a lot more rich and entertaining story, which is kind of sad. The main villain on the cover is supposed to be this interesting, evil, calculated bastard, but instead barely shows up the first half of the story missions, and, well, I'm not going to spoil it. I guess you can guess if you played 3. But in my point, the story is definitely a big letdown. Now the ugly, the driving. It was bad in 3, and it remains bad here. The feel of driving never handles right, and the people saying that it's trying to be different on purpose are, I guess, allowed to say that, but in return I say, why? If it's not fun, why change what works in driving in every other game?
Waits for no man that ain't got time to shake your head. Get that snatching, put it in pockets like it's that. Going downtown.
Far Cry 4 is probably the more polished game in a lot of ways. There's better shooting, better weapons, a lot more to do. Hunting is just a lot more fun. The world itself is also very fun to explore. So why did it slip up on the main essentials and not fix one of the biggest problems from the last? Having a weak story is one thing, but having a weak campaign is another. Still, saying that, Far Cry 4 is hardly a bad game. Doing all the side missions alone, and all the content you get, and also the little co-op, which is a nice bonus. I mean, I recommend to snatch this title up, maybe not at $60, but at 40, no doubt pick it up, or renting it, because it's definitely worth going into the world once again, especially since it's actually more fun to explore. Just don't expect to be blown away like 3 did, or at least 3 did to me. I'm going to give Far Cry 4 a 7.5 out of 10, and I really am looking forward to Far Cry 5, and hopefully the campaign will be better made next time.
What happened?
He's back in the world of the living.
How'd I get here? I'm okay.
You walked in holding that finger. Right, and then you put it up in a frame here and then curled up on the floor for a kip. Yeah. You want to try? You're speaking a weird language.